Catflap Chats. Delighted to be back once again. Just before we start, catflapchats.com, where you can find any merch, hats, socks. There's t-shirts coming, my sponsors, load of other stuff, our back catalogue of podcasts. Enough about me, all about Ebanie Bridges causing a storm in the boxing world at the moment. In Philadelphia, is that right?
Yeah, I'm in Philly at the moment.
Fighting in a couple of weeks again, caused a storm in the UK over the last couple of months, various different reasons in the boxing world. Delighted to have you on. How are you doing? What's going on in your world? Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, good. I'm good. 2 weeks out of my fight now. So just coming to those like last final weeks where you've just put in all the work and your body's tired and you're sore and you're like, just can't fucking wait for fight week. So that's where I'm at. Look, I'll be here for like another week. And then, obviously I head over to the UK to get over to fight camp. And I'm pumped.
So obviously everything that's happened kind of like off the back of all that, and we'll come into that in a bit, but off the back of that, like kind of where are you now? Like what's your headspace like picking yourself back up? It was quite a tight fight and obviously it didn't quite go your way, but where's your headspace now? How are you feeling? Like how's camp gone? What's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have to pick myself back up. I wasn't really disappointed. Obviously, like I would have loved to win, but everything happens for a reason. And I felt like I won out of that fight more than the champ, you know what I mean? So I couldn't really be down or be upset. I didn't have the belt and that's upsetting, but it just wasn't meant to be mine. And it is what it is, I'm not the kind of person to sit there and dwell and go fucking into depression and hiding because I had a loss. Like, the losses come all the time in life and I'm used to that, so yeah, I just had to make the most of it, and that's what I did. I went around and I my bung up eye, and I went around seeing the UK and stuff, and that was really, really cool. I was really grateful for that. And then back over here in Philly, I mean, it was hard not going back home. Like it was really hard to not go back home and see my family and friends and my boyfriend when that wasn't really the plan. I was only supposed to come over and fight and then go home, but obviously I got offered some more fights, and then just with the quarantine and everything with COVID, there was really no point of going back to Australia and doing all that when I knew I was going to have to come back and fight anyway. So yeah, I mean, I've been here in Philly for like 2 months, like 8 weeks now, and it's been a long camp. It feels like a long camp because I usually only come here for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks at the end of my camps. So it's been very different not having my home coach and all that kind of stuff, but it's been great. I've learned so much here. But I'm just fucking itching, mate. My knuckles are fucking itching to get in there and just smash fucking skulls. I swear to God, like, I just want to fight. Like, I'm just get me back in there. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for my eye, I probably would have fought sooner because I had to wait for all that to heal. I couldn't even go back and do training straight away. I wasn't able to spar for like 6 weeks, with my eye. So, yeah.
Wild, fair play to you. Like I'm not a boxer by any stretch, but I've done a little bit of training with Thayer and Joey and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a boxer at all. It's fucking tough, right? So when you walk out of that with your head held high, and to be fair, you gave as good as you fucking got. So to walk out of there,
I mean, I was at very first I was disappointed. Obviously, when I got out of the ring, like I was still happy for the fight. I love the fight. There's a lot of things I had to go through to get there. It wasn't easy, like, short notice and all the travel and fucking everything like that, and one eye. But I was happy. Like, you see me, I'm smiling, even with my fucked up eye. Like, I mean, I was happy. I love it. I love to fight. I thought it was a great fight. I enjoyed it. So I was just happy with that. I was a bit disappointed with the judges. I thought, you fucking serious? Like, what are you washing? Put your glasses on. Can you not see like defense? It was like they didn't even look at that shit. And that kind of bothered me. And then I was a little bit like, oh, like I'm sad that I feel like I let the UK down because everyone just wanted me to knock her out. You know what I mean? So it was like I had a whole Britain behind me, and they're all like in my inboxes begging me to like knock her out and hope she loses. And so I had this like, like I wanted to do it for the fans, and I didn't. Yeah. But then when I seen the reception that I got and how everyone thought it was such an amazing fight. Like, I had text messages and they're like, wow, that's the greatest women's fight I've ever seen. And all this kind of stuff makes the loss not so bad. It just makes it like, what? I did what I went out to do. I fought as hard as I could, like obviously there's always things we can learn and we can change and whatever. But I mean, given what I did, I think I did the best I could do at that point with everything that was going on, one eye I think I was able to show not just my boxing skill, but my heart, which, you know, not many fighters get to show. And I was blessed to be able to do that because, you know, that's what people want to see. You know what I mean? They love that warrior spirit. And then I have it, you know, in bucket loads. My first fight, I snapped my ankle and I fought with snapped ankle. Like, had 2 surgeries straight after my fight. Like,
mate, I didn't realize that.
So I'm glad they got to, I'm glad they got to witness that. I'm glad they got to witness that live and they got to see what I'm all about inside and out, you know, because obviously I get judged a lot on my looks, which is fine, like whatever, fuck yous. But yeah, like, you know, and I got more eyes on women's boxing and I really did. And I know that I did. And I got a lot of more fans, me and Shannon together, you know, it takes 2 to tango. We both did it and I'm happy for that. And for me, that's a tick and that's a mission accomplished. You know, a belt's a belt. Cool. Like, I mean, it is, but sorry.
I was going to say, there's so much in there I want to pick apart, like your relationship with Shannon now, women's boxing, the way you look in the stereotypical, I don't know what the word is, the way people will probably act towards you if they hadn't seen you box before because of the way you looked and actually what you've brought to women's boxing. Like at the moment, Katie Taylor's the big thing in women's boxing, you know, from a UK point of view. And then you've come in like a whirlwind going, oh, fuck this, like I'm going to do it my way. And everyone's gone, fuck, I like a bit of that. That's cool. I like, and it just so
I
happens,
think people
go on. I was going to say, just so happens you're a good looking woman, but also in the back of it, you qualified maths teacher, got a degree, like you're not your stereotypical down and out boxer, come from nothing. And, you know, most sports people, when you see them, if they say, if I wasn't a sports person, I don't know what I'd be. You've got a full career behind you that you could go back to at any point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm trying to use a big word now and sound smart. I feel like I'm the pinnacle of of not judging a book by its cover. You know, you can't judge me at all because I don't look like a person with 2 degrees and a master's in mathematics. I don't look like a boxer. You know, the way that I look, I probably don't look like I talk and act and fucking have the banter that I have. You know what I mean? Like, like everyone would think, like everyone's, when they meet me, I mean, people that know me already, like people that meet me are like, oh wow, I didn't expect you to be so down to earth and stuff. I'm like, fuck man, like, you know, like you get judged heaps by appearances, and I mean nothing. I don't mind. It's human nature. It happens, and I don't care about it. But I'm just glad that I'm able to show some people, and some people are open to it, because even people. Ooh, damn, I got a right. Yeah, okay, I got a 10% battery. Fuck. Anyways, that's all right. Sorry. Yeah, people are quick to judge, you know, and I don't mind, because it's my looks that kind of draw a lot of people in, and that's cool, and I'll fucking use that, man, because why not? I'd be fucking dumb to not like do that. Like, it's like having something that's not a skill, but like having something that will attract people and not using it for your sport, like for your dream. I don't know. If people are whinge about it, the people maybe that don't have it, or they whatever, you know. But there's so many things. It's not just even the looks. I feel like, you know, it's you know, I think I'm pretty fucking funny. I'm a funny cunt, you know, like, and I think that helps as well. Yeah. But yeah, you have to get to know me. I think but there are people out there that just fucking hate, like, and it's their own problems that they hate, that they won't even see past. They still won't see past the tits. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to see past them, because they just want it to be like, oh, that's it. That's all she is, you know? Yeah, and that's their own problem. And that's their own thing, you know? But I think most people who follow me for a while now would know that I didn't get here on that. You know what I mean? Like, I've had to back it up, and I've had to really push, because there's plenty of good looking boxers. There's plenty, you know, like, you know, I'm not the only girl who looks like this, like, you know, but there's a lot more to it.
How do you deal with it? Because I can imagine your DMs are full all the time from blokes being like, oh, you're visiting Liverpool, I'm in Liverpool, what are you up to? Your boyfriend's not here, fucking whatever. Or you're just a set of tits, you're just a woman boxing, you're just this, you're just that. How do you deal with that and not let it get you down?
Oh, they don't know me. How can I let someone that doesn't even know who I am, doesn't even know me as a person at all, like, affect me, what they think of me? Like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, you don't know me, fuck off. Like, I'm wasting energy on people that you don't even know, you'll never even meet, that they'll never even meet you, and what they think, like, you can't, like, I don't care at all. Whatever people think. If it was my good friends saying that, or people that are close to me, and they were saying shit like that, I'd be like, fuck, like, am I like shit? Like, you know what I mean? But someone on the other side of the world I've never even met, like, who doesn't like me, good on you. I don't even know who you are, bro. Like, who are you? You know what I mean?
I feel that's so Australian. Like, my sister lives in Melbourne, and like when I've been out there, I feel that's such an Australian mindset of like, which in some aspects is class. Like, fuck off. I don't care. Like, whatever. And I
don't
feel
give
like
a fuck. Yeah, no way. Wait.
Go on.
Go.
I want to hear you talk.
Okay. Yeah, like in life, like, you know, people are gonna love you or hate you no matter what. You know, not everyone loves me. That could be, you're not perfect for everyone, and no one likes everyone. You know, like, you can't expect that either. You know, someone might not like me because I swear a lot, or someone might not like me because, I don't know, I'm short or whatever. Like, they don't like Aussie accents. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, if you go around trying to impress everyone and taking on everyone's criticism, then you're never going to go nowhere, man. You know, if I took, this is like a bit of a shout out to my friend Franchon Cruz, who I messaged beginning of last year when I've still kind of put myself out, and I started putting myself out on the scene. And I sent her a message because everyone was judging me, and they were like, this is like, you know, a year ago, and I was getting a lot of shit for my weigh-ins and being who I am. And I was like, is it bad? Like, am I, you know, like, is it bad that I'm doing it? I'm like, nah, like, I didn't think it was, but she's so experienced and she's been through a lot, you know, and she's, you know, whatever, how she is, she's, you know, someone that I look up to. And she's like, no, you go, you do you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't let no one ever tell you what you're doing by being you is wrong. And it's true, you know, I just need that assurance from someone that I trusted as well, because I'm not been in boxing that long, and I'm like, wow, like, I mean, this is what I want to be. I want to be myself, and I want to do what I love. But like, is it bad? You know? But yeah, it's not. Look at me now.
Yeah, exactly. And look at, you know, like, you look at if you look at the men's boxing side, lots of them will have massive amateur experience, and then they'll have a load of like fights which build up to a world title fight. I know your background is karate, black belt in karate, obviously amateur background, golden gloves in Australia, and then you came through and you've had 5 or 6, I think 6 fights now, that Courtney, Shannon Courtney one was.
Yeah.
Like, how were you prepared for that? Because the circumstances, you got thrown in essentially at the deep end, going, do you want this fight? Step in, and you gave a great account of yourself. How do you get ready for something like that when it's thrown on you?
The Shannon fight?
Yeah.
I was fucking born for the big stage, man. I was fucking born for it. And I know that. I was fucking born for that. I'm born for it. That shit, I thrive off that shit. Like, I thrive off it. I get there and there's like people around, and I just love it, and like all the matching people and like the cameras and stuff, and like I just love that. Like, I'm in my element, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I know that that's what I was born for. And the bigger the stage, the less nervous I am. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, and the more pressure as well. Like, for that fight, I was the most relaxed I've ever been, the most confident I've ever been. I was like, fuck yeah, like, you know. And I was more nervous for like the Carol L fight, when this, you know, like some girl in a fought in a car park in fucking in Sydney. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I had 13 months out, but it was just like, yeah, like this one is crazy. Like, I've never felt so mentally good, you know, and so ready. And I was like, fuck yeah, like this is what I worked so hard for, and this is what I've been working towards, and I finally got my shot. Like, this is what it's about, you know, own that shit. So, you know, yeah.
And do you feel like now you are at that stage where you are a regular DAZN, Matchroom, world title level boxer, go through the weights if you have to, but you're comfortable at that stage now, and whatever gets thrown at you, you're ready to deal with it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for like fans. Like, I've got fight camp, but it's still limited fans. You know what I mean? But I can't wait for fans, man. Like, that shit's gonna be epic. You know, I think maybe even having no fans at the last fight was probably a good thing, because it made me more calm, because I obviously love fans, and I love entertaining, and I think with the fans you'll see a lot more of a dogfight, because I'll hear the cheers and the scream, and I'll just probably be like less calm. Like, I'll be more like, I want to fucking just kill. So we'll see.
I love it. That's class.
Always good.
Like, I'd love to know a little bit just about like how a good. No, I'd love to know a little bit about how a girl from Australia, where boxing isn't one of your national sports. Like I feel like in England and the UK, it's a much bigger sport than it is in Australia. How does a girl from the suburbs of Sydney come across here? And like you were so good at karate and you're a black belt. How did you transition into boxing? And then just a little bit about that journey. You said about your broken ankle in your first fight and stuff like that. Just take me on that journey a little bit.
Oh God, how long have you got? No,
well, we've only got 40 minutes.
Oh my God, I know. I might have to also plug my phone in, so we might have to relocate if it cuts out. Right. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. Look, like I said, I did karate, kickboxing, and Muay Thai from a young age. In my teens, it was like when I went to high school, I did karate, kickboxing and Muay Thai instead of karate because I wanted to do something more aggressive. I didn't, I used to get into fights. Not because of me, not me. I never started fights. I always get not really picked on, but I'm blonde and all this kind of stuff, and like it's hard to explain because you're not from that area. But yeah, like I was like the odd one out,
Yeah.
And people would always try and start fights with me. So I got into fights. And then when I turned 18, I started doing combat sports was illegal in Australia, or definitely my state. I think it was only one state that women could fight in combat sports until 2008 was when they passed the law that we could fight across all states. 2008.
Wow.
So, anyways, I was into the boxing and all this kind of stuff. Costa Zoo, like it was a huge Costa Zoo fan in my teens. I went out with a guy, had the Costa Zoo rat's tail. Like, I mean, it was like, yeah. So I always loved it. I loved watching combat sports. I was always into it since I was little. Yeah. Then when I turned 18, the gym that I was doing the kickboxing stuff at, asked me if I wanted to do card girling, the ringer for the fights. Yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah, I get to sit like ringside of the fights and get paid. So then that's what I did. Like most weekends I'd go out and I'd do card girling for like kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing. And I get paid to sit ringside, get fucking put the sign up, like a little paper up to cover me some blood. Like it was the best. Like I loved it. And I got to, be close to the fights and get paid for it. I got, traveled all around Australia doing it. And then at that point, I just picked up bodybuilding as well. I started bodybuilding because I couldn't compete in combat sports because, like I said, it was illegal. Yeah. And then maybe 2 years, I think it was like 2 years or so into my bodybuilding, it became legal. But I'd already started my bodybuilding, venture journey. So I wasn't going to go, okay, yeah, that's it. No. So I did everything in that. I was in that for 8 years. And then when I was over that and achieved everything that I want to achieve, which was, a lot of things, I was like, fuck, what do I like to do? I'm like, well, I've always, combat sportsman, fighting, punching shit, like, let's do it. So, yeah, and that's where I got into boxing. So, and here I am. I had my first boxing fight 2 weeks before my 30th birthday, and I'm 34. So I've been boxing for just over 4.5 years.
That's such a small timeline in terms of boxing, of where you go from, like, first fight through to world title fight. Like, it takes some people,
yeah, and that was my first amateur fight I had, not my first pro fight. Like I was an amateur for 2 years. First year of being an amateur, I won the state championships. I won golden gloves. Second year, golden gloves and state championships again. I went to world trials. I was on the rep teams for my state. I had 30 fights, 26 wins, only 4 losses, a lot of stoppages. And then I'd never watched an amateur fight because I fucking don't like amateur boxing. So I only did amateur boxing because I didn't want to go straight into pros, I knew I wanted to build up experience and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, once I was done and I was satisfied, I was getting a bit older. I'm like, okay, time's ticking. I'm like, all right, time to fucking get this shit off my head, put the small gloves on, and let's go and do what I love to do, and finish it, and actually let me finish the fights, instead of stopping them too early and shit. So, yeah, and that's it. Here I am, 2 and a bit years into my pro career. My first pro fight, my debut got postponed, my first one. The opponent got rejected by our commission the day before weigh-in. So then that didn't happen. And then I ended up debuting on pay-per-view TV in Australia on a Tim Zoo undercard. And yeah, in the first round, the first 10 seconds of the round, I got hit with a bit of a shot, flash knockdown, and went down and snapped my ankle. When I got back up, I didn't even know I'd been down, and the guy's counting me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you counting me? I didn't get a hit. I didn't get hit. I didn't think I got hit because I wasn't dazed or nothing. Like, it was like I just blinked, you know what I mean? And I tried to walk and my ankle was fucked. And I was like, oh, I must have just rolled my ankle. And he thought I was daisy. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, you don't get standing 8 counts in. Anyways, and that all went through my head in like 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, she's fucking dead now. And I tried to walk and fight and my ankle was fucked. But I was just thinking about smashing her. Then when I went back to my corner, I said to my corner, I go, oh, I think I broke my ankle. And he goes, oh, what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, I fucking want to beat bitch. Like, you know, I'm not national television, pay-per-view. First, my debut, there was no way I was quitting. Like, I didn't care if I dragged my foot behind me, which was what I did. Anyways, and then at the end of the fight, I obviously needed help to the center of the ring because I couldn't walk, and got my hand raised. And then, yeah, went to hospital next day, had surgery, and then I was out for 8 months. Took an 8-month recovery. I had pins and stuff in my ankle, had another surgery. And yeah, that was that. That was the beginning of my career. It was like, yay, I'm finally here. And it was such a good performance. Everyone loved it because it was so exciting. Because I just did not like take a step back because all I could to get the, you know, to get the thought off my ankle, I was like, okay, I just got to keep punching because if I stop punching, I'll start thinking about my ankle.
That's a mental mindset.
You know,
that is a mental mindset, mate.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to win, you know, this is what I say, pain's temporary, pride's forever. That's fucking, I live by that shit, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's berserk. Fair play.
Yeah, and that was that. And then over those 8 months in recovery, I couldn't fight or train, but I traveled to America a few times for like Vegas for weekends for fights and stuff like that, just to get my name out in Vegas and America, doing interviews and just spreading, because I thought, well, I'm not going to just sit stagnant. You know, I need to do something. So once I got off the crutches and stuff, I, you know, went out and overseas, did all that and signed with a manager here. And yeah, and then I had a fight in America and here we are. So, and then COVID. So I've been boxing for 2 years as a pro, and my first whole year was out pretty much with an injury, and the second year was out with fucking COVID. So I think I've done all right considering. Imagine if I had Imagine if I had 2 full years with no injuries and no COVID. I'd probably be like 10 fights in or something. Anyway, everything happens for a reason, and I'm telling you right now, that is something I live by, and it's very fucking true. I wouldn't have wished it any other way. Everything happens exactly how it should. Exactly how it should. I was supposed to fight Rachel Ball, had an injury, fucking shattered. I was upset for about a week, and then I thought, nah, this is happening for a reason. 100% it was, because the next fight, my introduction to the UK was with my biggest rivalry in one of the best fights in female boxing. So, I mean, like I said, everything happens for a reason.
Well, how do you, just on that there, how do you deal with the setbacks and the losses and the downtimes? Like, what's your thought process? What do you do away from boxing to relax and just take your mind off it?
I don't. I just find a way that I can keep moving forward with what I've got. It's called adapt and overcome. COVID, what did I do? I'm not going to sit there and fucking boo-hoo, cry, I'm stuck, can't fight. No, what did I do? Fucking got on Twitter and I reached out to the British fans because I wanted to fight in the UK because I want the UK fans and that environment. There's no environment like British fans, like that fan in that stadium. Like you don't get it anywhere else. So I ended up, yeah, just doing interviews with everyone, getting up fucking 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, staying up till 1 or 2 o'clock, you know, having a couple hours sleep, doing interviews with British people, doing interviews with American people, just getting my face out there and making sure that I was somehow moving forward, you know what I mean? And building my brand and building my name, even though I couldn't fight. And that's what I did, because I wasn't stagnant. I refused to be stagnant. There's always a way.
What do you do to relax though, to take your mind off things? You've trained all day, you go home, what do you like to do? Do you? Oh, I've seen some of your drawings.
Like the only thing. Drawing is literally like the only thing that fucking turns my mind off. Or math. I'll do some maths. But yeah, it's either drawing or maths. I love doing maths. I love both of those things. Just get me, because I'm focused exactly on what I'm doing in front of me. Just want to see what where my battery's at. Oh, because it's going to show me. Sorry.
That's all right.
3%. Oh, you there? Yeah. I'm going to move inside. I don't want this to cut out, so I'm going to move inside.
Yeah, no worries. Go on.
Plug it. I mean, we can still talk, but I don't know what's going to be in my background.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. What's you mentioned about, obviously you started out trying to get back into the US and then you love the UK. Like for you, where do you want to fight? What sort of venues, and where would you love to base yourself if you're not in Australia?
Yeah, the UK for sure.
Yeah.
UK for me now, the UK feels like a second home. Like it's sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
my room is a settle. Yeah, it feels like a second home in the UK. I just got so much fans there, and so much, but they're really similar, you know. The Brits are similar to the Aussies, so it feels like you guys get me, you know. So
I feel like they love the blood and guts and the heart that comes with it. Like not necessarily.
I think they love.
Go on.
What I feel like what British love is they love it real. They just love real people, real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Completely.
Here we go.
Like
I think it's that. Okay, bit of a bounce for you guys, yeah.
I'll save that as a little GIF and just put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Here's ones for the fans. Like, don't worry about OnlyFans. Just come on to the Catflap Chats podcast.
Yeah.
Have you ever had, just on that, have you ever had like any stupid demands or like questions or people offering, like, obviously you're a pro boxer, but like people with money think they can fucking do anything. Have you ever met anyone and they've gone, oh, come on, this or that, or like anything fucking stupid or what?
I mean, probably, yeah, a few things. Obviously, like, I mean, I'm more known for selling my socks for a very expensive price and pictures of my socks, and I do that, I don't mind. But I mean, people ask for things like, you know, I sell my dirty socks for like £500. I've actually sold a pair of my dirty socks for $2,500 to someone in the Netherlands. Yeah, you know who you are. And
are you taking the piss?
Obviously, no. How do you not know this? Did you not Google my name?
Mate, I didn't see that.
There's about 50,000 articles on me and me selling my socks. Yeah. I'm known. I'm the sock queen. So yeah, my dirty socks, they're quite expensive. And also pictures of my socks. I sell pictures of my dirty socks on the floor as well for $150. And that's just the socks on the floor, like laundry. It's not even like on my feet. That's pretty.
What sort of socks they are? Like, I'm fucking amazed by this.
Usually white socks. Usually they like white socks. Most people, but I've had some requests for stripes and shit, but I don't have stripy socks. So yeah, they just get what they're given, mate. It's white socks. So. Literally, like, I don't chat.
That is fucking bizarre.
I don't chat to them. I'm just like, they're like, do you still see your socks? I'm like, yeah, I'll send them my PayPal. I go, PayPal, send me an address, or PayPal and you get a photo or whatever. And then people that buy my socks, some people, they try and just get free photos. And they're like, I want to buy, how much are your socks? And I'll be like, £500. I'm like, do we get a photo first? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's a deposit. You got to pay $150 for the photo. And then you can fill the rest, because otherwise they just want free photos. Weird.
What the fuck is it about people and feet and socks? Like, that is fucking weird, mate.
So there's actually, I wish I could explain it a bit better, but I'm not really good at explaining this, but I've been told what it is. So there's actually like your senses in a body, and it's in your brain or something. And there's like, it's kind of like, you know, when you do like that reflexology thing. Anyways, there's a part in your brain and like for genitals, and your feet are right next to it. So something to do with those senses. Sometimes people it mixes signals, and that's where it comes from, apparently. Anyways, that was a really, really fucking shit explanation, but you can Google it and find out if you're really that interested.
Well, do you know what? I'm fascinated by it, but only for the fact that you're making cash off it, which I fucking love. Oh. Exploit the dirty bastards.
Hashtag easy money, mate. As if you wouldn't. I mean, but they ask for some people ask for underwear, but I'd never do that, because for the sock thing, it's a bit of bants for me. Like, it's proper banter. Like, I'm like, yeah, fuck whatever, man. Like, but underwear and shit like that, and I wouldn't do it. So that didn't become.
I feel like if someone's asking for stripy socks, if you get 150 quid, you could probably just go out and get some. Like, you make more money.
Yeah.
Like, as a businessman, I'm just thinking commercially, you probably fucking nail that market as well. Then, you know, stripes.
Oh yeah,
hoops on these ones. Oh, this has got a nice little pretty pattern on them, like
knee high. Yeah, this little
fuck
frill.
me.
And
Did
I've got
not
like
even think of that.
I've got like the smallest foot as well, so they probably get them and go, it's just like a kid's sock, like because it is, because I've got like a size 3 foot, so I don't know. Anyways, I don't try not to think about it too much, and I just like seeing the money go in my PayPal.
Oh, I fucking love it. That's class.
Mind you, they're all British, most of them. Like I would say 90% are British.
It's a weird.
Could be your mate. Could be your mate.
If some of the people I know, it fucking could be. Some fruity people about, mate. Let's get back to boxing anyway. Enough of your feet. What's what obviously, like people, the British people especially, obviously not Australians, but British people obviously know you for your fight with Shannon Courtney and everything that happened before the War of the Words and the weigh-ins, and then after. Like, what's your relationship like with her now, and is there going to be another fight? I know you can't look past Connolly, who you're fighting in a couple of weeks, but in the back of your mind, like, is there this little thing where it's that itch that's not quite scratched yet?
Oh, definitely. I want that rematch. I want that rematch for many reasons. Because I think, I don't make excuses for losses, but I think with a full camp, 2 eyes, not traveling through 3 different time zones in 4 weeks, like, and a crowd and all those kind of things, I think would make a difference. And I also think that the second fight will be even better because we'll both be more experienced, both fought each other already, but I think it's still an amazing fight. And like I said, I like giving fans a good fights, you know what I mean? And I just think it would be a fun fight. Like, I enjoyed that fight. It was so fun, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of fights that I want to have. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen because it's all good in me wanting to fight, but she, as far as I know, she's not interested in a fight. Even though, she was hassling Rachel Ball for a rematch and wouldn't let that go. Now she's, table kind of turned, and she's the one, that's got the win, and someone else wanting the rematch. And I think she's not interested. So I might just have to go get another belt and make her unify with me or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I want it for the fans. And I think, Eddie wants it for the money, but unfortunately it's not in our, it's not, we can't force a fighter to fight. You can't really force a fighter to fight you unless you're a mandatory or something like that. So I'm not holding my breath for it. I'm not holding my breath, but I think there's a lot of other fighters as well, which would be a great fight. But I think there's the whole rivalry and stuff is what makes that fight. And as for your question about what our relationship is now, we don't have a relationship. I haven't spoke to her since the fight. And to be honest, I don't want to, she's not really my kind of person, and I'm not really interested in making friends with her, because if we fight again, like, I want to be like a completely different, like, hey babe, like, yeah, buddy. No, how fucking boring. Like, you need that rivalry. Like, you need that. Like, maybe when I'm retired and I'm not fighting anymore, then I'll like reach out and be like, hey babe, like, yeah, like, truce, you know what I mean? But until then, we got to keep that shit alive. It's good for business.
And on business then, what's Eddie like with you?
Eddie's good.
I met him a couple of times when we did the anti-Joshua fights in Cardiff, and I only met him briefly, but it was like when the camera was rolling, he was one guy, and then when the camera was off and he was so relaxed, it was almost like a different guy, and like really funny, and I quite liked him. But what's he like with you?
Yeah, no, like, Eddie's cool. Haven't really seen him that much off camera, like, because when we're in a fight camp, like, or whatever, the bubble, like, it's always just media stuff, and he's not like just floating around and socializing. And I was obviously focused on my fight, but yeah, he's good, man. Seems good. Like, I think he's pretty genuine and trustworthy, and everything that he says with me so far, he's done. So yeah, I think he's good. I love his ambition and how he goes after shit, and doesn't let anyone kind of deter him. I really respect that for him, and obviously what he's done for women's boxing. I think he's very
absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's very what the word is, not he's obviously ambitious, but I mean he likes new things, like things outside the square, and they're just constantly inventing, like being very inventive and different. I love that.
A pioneer.
Yeah, and really pushing things, you know what I mean? Like not doing the same as everyone else, and really, you know, what Matchroom have done now, and they're just taking over. So
yeah,
I gotta respect, so much respect for that.
And like, what you know, 2 to 4 years into like your boxing career now, how do you find the politics of it? Because as a fan, it gets frustrating sometimes. You only have to look at the whole AJ and Tyson Fury debacle for the last however many years. Like, it's getting boring now. Just fucking fight. Like,
yeah.
How do you find the politics?
It's probably even worse. It's probably even worse in it when you're in it. Like, as a boxer, it's worse. It's probably worse than watching it as a fan. It's a lot worse. Not like you see that side of politics, but there's a whole bunch of other shit as well. Boxing is a fucking brutal sport, and I'm telling you right now, what goes on out behind scenes and outside of the boxing ring is a lot more brutal than what goes inside. You know, you have to be very strong-willed and strong-minded to survive boxing, not in the ring, but everything that's around it. You know, it's fucking a roller coaster, man. Like letdown after letdown, bullshit after bullshit. Like, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? Only the strong survive, and only the strong will make it. You know, you could be an amazing boxer, but you might not be able to handle all that shit, and then that's it. You just retire or phase out.
And on that, then you've obviously got this fight with Connolly coming up. Like, what's the future for you? What's going to happen? What's the future for you? What do you, if you know, you get through this as you expect to? What's the plan? Not necessarily who you're going to fight next, but you know, you don't want to fight forever. Like, what's the whole picture for you? Like,
I mean, you know, I want to fight. You know, obviously, I want to fight for a world title. I just want to, I mean, keep making waves, man. And it's more for me. It's more than just the boxing. Like, it's the interpretation of women's boxing. You know, it's the inspiration that I love to do. It's, you know, using my platform, using my fights, and every time I have interviews, and every time the public sees me, that I'm able to inspire and maybe, you know, help someone else out, or, you know, something like this. It's more than just the boxing for me. Obviously, you know, I want to be a world champion. I want to win those titles and those belts, and that's amazing. But for me, it's about, you know, I have a short career. I'm older. And I just want to have great fights for the fans. I want to be known. You know, I would love to be a world champion, but if I'm known as like as a fun, entertaining fighter that fans want to watch, like, you know, Gaddy and all those, you know, those kind of guys like that, you know, you just love to watch, you know, a fan favorite fighter. That's what I want. I want people to talk about me in the future, and like remember me as someone that was entertaining in and outside of the ring, and someone that always bring a fight and showed heart and all those kind of things. You know what I mean? Like, it's more than just the belt for me.
I feel like if you keep on this trajectory, you'll be making as much money as some of the champions would anyway, because you've got that charisma. You're a little bit different. You say what you think.
Definitely.
You're not afraid of anyone, or you're not afraid to say what you think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Money is there. I think so. I think you'd be fine.
I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty fucking smart.
You have to have, mate, no matter, you know, whatever, 2 degrees, maths, like, you're not a stupid person.
Yeah, but fuck that. That's study. Like, I mean, it's social smarts.
That's clever.
It's fucking social intelligence. It's about knowing how the world fucking works. It's about knowing business. It's about knowing marketing. It's about knowing boxing. You know, it's about knowing people. That's what it is. It's you know, otherwise everyone would be doing it.
Do you think you've got that from living a life before coming into boxing, and only coming into boxing
100%?
Because if you start boxing from a kid and you go right through, say you go to the Olympics, say at 16, 18, 20 or whatever, and then go into the pros, you don't know anything else.
Very different. No, very different. That's why I say everything happens how it is. Everyone's like, oh, do you wish you started boxing earlier? I'm like, I do, but I wouldn't be the person I am. And I wouldn't have the maturity that I have and the experience that I have in life, you know, and just what I've been through in my life, you know, and the shit that I've learned has all built me for this point and for this moment, for me to be where I am now and be able to be who I am and the person I am now. It took fucking went through hell and back 1,000 times to build this woman that I'm able to project onto the world and be real and be confident in myself and be secure enough to show people who I really am, rather than trying to hide behind something or being institutionalized through the fucking, you know, the Olympic pathway and then getting into the pros and being like, fuck, what? Everything's not handed to me. What do you mean? I have to do stuff myself. Like, it's not handed. Put it on a plate for me. Like, oh my God, I have to train by myself. And oh my God, I have to do things myself. Like, because when you're in the, like, on those teams and stuff, everything's done. You just got to train. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's fucking hard training. Like I said, I was on rep teams, not Olympic teams, but even just when you're fighting at that level as an amateur, having to fight all the time, fight in tournaments day after day, like it's a fucking lot of training, man. That training is exhausting. It's a completely different style, Yeah. There's no time off.
No, it is tough to be fair. That's fucking brutal.
And I don't think it's something you can teach. Like, people are like, oh, you need to teach people. I can't teach people how to be, and I can't teach people wisdom. You got to learn that through life experience and your own trials and tribulations. You know what I mean?
But on that, and I appreciate you've got another call in 10, 15 minutes or so, right? But on that, like, what advice would you give to a young girl who's coming through in the boxing world and it is still at the moment a male-dominated sport, especially here in the UK? I'm not quite sure what Australia's like because I don't live there, but what advice would you give to that young girl coming through who may feel a bit out of her depth or a bit body conscious or whatever?
I mean, if you're talking about boxing and pro boxing, I mean, the best advice I can give you is don't fucking trust anyone. Don't trust anyone. No matter how much they sell you, especially men, they give you a fucking sales pitch. I'm lucky because I've been getting sales pitches since from men trying to sell themselves to me and how amazing they are and all the shit they can do for you and all these empty promises since I was like 14, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm used to that. And then when you can't, it's the same thing. Like, people just want to promise you the world in boxing. So many people out there, agents and managers and all this kind of stuff, trying to promise you the world, and you want to believe it because they fucking tell you this bullshit story. But don't believe nothing unless you see it. Always be skeptic. Don't trust no one. The only person you can trust in boxing is yourself, and maybe your coach. Or if you're lucky. But it's hard to find people that you can trust. And what I'm finding as I'm getting more popular, I can't even trust the people and close to me that was in boxing because now they're all fucking turning and getting jealous. And then that's just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, wow, like once you start getting popular or successful, people just hate it. You can't trust anyone. You just don't wait for anyone. Don't sit there and wait for things to come to you, man. I didn't fucking sit there and wait and cry and say, poor me, oh, I'm in Australia, like boxing's so good in UK and US, like, but I'm stuck here in Australia and no one, where boxing's nothing. What did I do? I went after it. I went where boxing was. I did it. You know what I mean? I chased my dreams. If you want something, you got to go after it. But fucking, don't believe people. Like, that to see it, don't fall for the first, little, like, not love story or the first little promise, because I'm telling you, you'll come across about 50,000 empty promises before you get a decent one. So, be alert and aware of that. I think I'm lucky because I'm so switched on. I call bullshit a mile away. And that's why I'm probably where I am, because I haven't wasted time with fucking jerks that talk shit. Because I'm like, nah, mate, like, you're full of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's true, like, if I believed half the shit that people said to me, mate, I'd be up there still waiting on fucking this bullshit, like, that they told me, like, because they just probably wanted to get in my pants, or they just wanted to look good in front of me and impress me. Like, that shit, mate, like, I see it from a mile away. So, yeah, that's my advice to girls. It's still a very man-dominated sport, and, I feel like women need to stick together, but at the same time, like, you can't even trust girls sometimes, because everyone's just jealous. And everyone just wants a bit of you. They always want to make money off you. The amount of, after my last fight with Shannon, the amount of agents that reached out to me wanting to help me. Oh my God, man, I'm cool, man. I do stuff myself. Like, I'm not going to give you your 10% for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Mate.
And I think young girls in particular, I feel like young people in particular, young girls are easily manipulated and this in general, but I mean, in this sport, because people, like, men will promise them, tell them a fucking literally a fanciful story, some bullshit. I know this person, know that person, and it's literally bullshit. But it's just so they might see potential in you, so they want to snap you up. But really, then you've got nothing. So be very careful with who you choose in your team.
I love the honesty, mate. I know you've got to go, so, like, I'm not going to keep you here. What I would love to do, though, when you win that world title, I'd love to have you back on and just
Yeah.
slow down a bit and just relax and just take stock of everything that's happened and probably chat in a bit more depth about some of these things. But
yeah, I'm so sorry that
I love
there
the
was a time
honesty,
that,
pal.
you know, I thought you were going to be my last.
Honestly.
I thought you were going to be my last interview today, but yeah, times were messed up.
No, it's
So I had to put this guy in.
It's all good.
I
Like,
really enjoyed this though. I've actually loved this chat. It's been awesome. I really hope that people watch this and tune in, and I'll be sharing the shit out of it because I think it was a fucking great raw chat.
Yeah.
You know, and people, you know, and I love that, and I do love that. So yeah, so I appreciate it.
That's what I love as well. I don't want any bullshit. I want to get to know the person that away from the social media that we see. We see the social media. There's another side to it. I love the fact today I've sat there with someone who's just said it brutally honest, and that's how it is. Like, I prefer that. I much prefer that. So look, I'd love to have you on again someday when you've got the world title. You're sat there with a belt over your shoulder, sipping a beer, going, right, what are we going to fucking talk about today? It doesn't even have to be boxing. It doesn't even have to be boxing. Just fucking whatever it is. Yeah. Let's just fucking shoot the shit, all right?
Yeah, I'm king.
Cool, hey, good luck in 2 weeks. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
This will be out Monday, so I'll be sharing this. I'll tag you in, and we'll catch up again soon, all right?
Unreal. Awesome, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Much
you
love.
Take care. Good luck.
See ya, bye.
Take care.